Hi, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. My name is Leanne, and I'm from the Benham Reeves Dubai office. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We're really excited to be joined by my colleague Ali, as well as Terry from Damac. Over the next hour, we'll be sharing why Dubai's property market is such a strong investment opportunity and give you a detailed look at two of Damac's most popular launches. Whether you're an experienced investor or just considering your options, this session will provide valuable insights into one of the most dynamic property markets in the world. So let's get started. I will now pass you over to Ali.
Thank you, Leon, for the introduction, and thank you everybody for joining us today to discuss Dubai real estate and, of course, one of Dubai's leading developers, Damac. So, on today's agenda that I will be discussing, we'll be looking at the year 2025 compared to the previous years, as well as what the future looks like for Dubai real estate. We're going to be looking at the benefits and the process of investing in Dubai real estate. We're also going to be touching base on the government projects for 2040 and 2033, as well as the trending locations to invest in Dubai, and then we'll finish off with the question and answer. Next slide, please. Now, if we're looking at 2025, what happened in 2025? If we look at the total volume of transactions, or the total number of transactions that were registered in the Dubai Land Department. So this is all based on DXB Interact, which is a government program which has all the transactions in Dubai. So we actually can see that it was almost 200,000, which is 20% higher than 2024. So it's not a single digit increase, it's a big increase. And you can see the graph over the past few years, it's just constantly going up, and we predict it'll keep going up. Next slide, please. In terms of the total value, so the total value was 616 million, which was almost 30% higher than the previous years. Now that's again a big number, and you can see again in terms of the graph, it's again increasing, and it's increasing dramatically as more and more projects are getting launched and more people are coming to Dubai. Next slide, please. Now, one of the most common questions we get when it comes to investing in Dubai is, am I late? Am I early? Is Dubai oversupplied? So the best way to answer this is data and statistics. So we have from 2020, so the start of 2025, for the next 7 years, we're expecting just under 400,000 units to be handed over. So 388,000 units to be handed over. Now, this is an important number to remember because it's going to lead me to what I'm going to say in the next slide when we're talking about the population growth. So 388,000 units we're expecting to be handed over in the next 7 years from the start of last year. Next slide, please. Now, the population of Dubai from 2024 to 2025, just over 200,000 people relocated to Dubai. What that means is, if you're looking at statistics over the next 7 years, probably the next decade as well, or 15 years, the demand is going to outweigh the supply by quite a bit, because the government has a 2040 plan to double their population. And for them to get that figure, which is almost 8 million, they need at least 200 to 250,000 people relocating per year to Dubai. So if you're looking at 388,000 of units to be handed over the next 7 years, we're significantly undersupplied when we're looking at the amount of people coming through. And you can see again that the figure of 200,000, it's going to increase. 26 might be 220, 250. That's what we're expecting, at least for the next decade to 15, for the next 15 years as well. Please, next slide. Another important question we get asked is, who's actually buying? We know that there's a lot of nationalities and a lot of demographics investing in Dubai real estate for obviously different reasons, but the biggest demographic are those aged 35 and above. Now, why is this important? Because when you're in that bracket, you're business owners, high net worth individuals, you might have families, more mature, and you've gone through multiple different cycles when it comes to real estate, and you're looking at the risk and rewards of investing or relocating in a location, of course, such as Dubai. Now, if we're seeing that this demographic is showing the confidence to invest and to relocate to Dubai, then this gives us, the confidence to say that Dubai is a leading market when it comes to global real estate, and probably the best at the moment that we're seeing, and of course over the next many years in the short and long term. And it shows that Dubai has a sustainable growth and stability, which is very important for this demographic. If they have businesses, like I said, they have families when it comes to education, and work and providing, and the safetiness and the lifestyle. So this actually gives us a good read on why Dubai, and the benefits again of investing. Next slide, please. The benefit of investing in Dubai real estate. So I'm sure you may or may not have seen a lot of advertisements about why people are investing in Dubai, but these are the 6 key points. Freehold ownership. Not many markets offer freehold ownership. So any client from any nationality, any passport can invest in Dubai properties. There's escrow accounts dedicated to each project. So if, for example, if a developer has 50 projects, each project has its own escrow account. An escrow account, in short, is a developer account controlled by the government. So your funds that you're actually paying the developer is actually held by the government. So the developer cannot take your funds and build another project or use it for their own purposes. It's only for that project, and they will not release, the government will not release the funds to the developer until and unless the inspection is done at each stage of the construction. And God forbid, if there's any problems with the developer or project, the money is safe, it's in an escrow account, and it gets refunded immediately back to the client. High rental yields and capital appreciation is something else that is very heavily marketed. The average in Dubai is about 7% when it comes to rental yields, and 30 percent when it comes to capital appreciation by handover. Visa benefits, again, golden visa is very heavily advertised. If you're invest 2 million dirhams and above in Dubai, you're entitled for a golden visa, which is a 10-year golden visa where you can sponsor your spouse and children, and it's automatically renewable after 10 years. You can also sponsor nannies, drivers as well. Tax, again, it's very heavily marketed. There's no tax on rental income, no tax on capital gains tax. So it's pretty much whatever you're earning from your rental income is going straight to your pocket. And these are under construction projects, so it can be 3 years, 5 years, 2 years. It's on payment plans, and they interest-free payment plans. Next slide, please. The process of investing in Dubai, it's very simple when you compare it to other markets. Dubai, you do not need any legal, you don't need any conveyancers, accountants. It's completely up to you. But you need a trusted broker, you need the developer that you're interested in investing with, and of course it's governed by the land department. So once you've chosen the right property, so after you've done your shopping around with your broker, you then have decided on the right property and project, you begin the booking process, and then after that you're signing a sales purchase agreement, which is a contract which is between yourself and of course the developer. And then the payments, the installments based on the payment plan that you've chosen, begin. And again, they all get paid to the escrow account of that project. Mortgages, you can get a mortgage on the handover portion. So if a payment plan is 60% during construction and 40% on handover, you're entitled to up to that 40% based on your application as well. You cannot get a mortgage during construction. And then you're looking at completion. You get the title deed, you do your final payment, you do a snagging, which essentially is a final inspection that you're happy with whatever you're seeing, visualizing, at the start to what you're actually seeing when it's completed. And then you're ready to move in. You can sell it, you can, rent it out as well. It's completely up to you what you want to do. This is the process of investing. It's simple, it's easy, and we'll be able to guide you through the entire process from start to finish. Next slide, please. Now, in terms of Dubai, why is Dubai a leader in the market when it comes to real estate? They're visionaries. So they have a 2040 urban master plan, which we'll be discussing shortly, and a 2033. But we're going to discuss now the 2040 urban master plan. Next slide, please. One of the key points of this urban master plan 2040, like I said previously, we want to double their population. It's about 4 million right now. They want to reach 7.8 to 8 million residents. And that's very, very realistic, especially if we've already hit 4 million last year and we're expecting 250,000 to come through to Dubai this year as well. So we're very on track and ahead of schedule as well. 55% of residents to be within 800 meters of public transport. So it's very important transport here in Dubai, especially if you're just relocated or you're a student, you're starting in a upper company. It's very accessible. It's very important when you want to resell and rent out your property as well. Increased green spaces by up to 150%. A lot of new communities, new projects. It's all about sustainability and the greenery, the wellness lifestyle, and then the 5 key urban master plans that they're coming up with. So Expo City, Downtown and Business Bay, you have Bird Dubai, Dubai Marina, and Dubai Silicon Oasis as well. Next slide, please. Now, in terms of the other government project that they have, the Dubai D33, so it's a Dubai Economic Agenda for 2033. It's all about doubling the economy. This is all about economy for Dubai, making as much money as they can, and as many partnerships as they can with other countries. So it's all about doubling the size of Dubai's economy, having economic partnerships with Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia, being the leader when it comes to universities and healthcare innovation as well. Next slide, please. Now, when we're discussing the locations to invest, so I'll be touching base on 4 different locations. So the first location is Dubai South. Dubai South is one of the most common locations right now to invest in Dubai. It's an upcoming location and it's a 145 square kilometer city of aviation, logistics, and community living. Major developers are in this community due to some key factors. Number one is the airport. Al Maktoum International Airport is going to be functioning by 2031. It's going to be the biggest airport in the world with 260 million passengers per year coming through. It's expected to be 4 times the size of the existing Dubai airport, which is due to close. It's very important. It's due to close. And Al Maktoum Airport is going to be the main airport of Dubai. Next door, you've got Expo City, which is a government community, which I'll touch base on in the next slide. And then you've got the new Palm Jabal Ali, which if anybody is interested or if anybody's experienced when it comes to Dubai, they would have probably gone to Marina and Palm Jumeirah. The same developer is building another palm in Dubai South, which is called Palm Jabal Ali, and it's going to be twice the size of Palm Jumeirah. Everything that has been launched on the palm up until this date has been sold out within 1 day. Now, in terms of why Dubai South, they're expecting long-term employment. So we're expecting approximately 1 to 1.5 million people to be living in Dubai South in the next few years. It's nowhere near that figure at the moment because it's severely underdeveloped. There's new metros coming through. The last metro is Expo City. After that, they're expanding with the Blue Line Metro. Then you've got the Etihad Rail, which will connect all the Emirates together. And then you've got, of course, like I said, the new Palm. And then last year, something that was highlighted to us last year, the first 6 months, 5-6 months, there was 15 billion worth of transactions just in Dubai South. After the government announced these projects, a lot of people started to invest and take advantage of the below market prices. Next slide, please. Expo City is within Dubai South. Expo City is a government community. It's a government community, and only government and semi-government developers can build projects in this community. It's part of the Dubai's 2040 and 2033 master plan, which is important. It's going to be hosting many events, starting with GITEX this year. So it's an AI and technology event, which was in the World Trade Center, which again, if you're familiar with Dubai, it's next to the Museum of the Future. That's actually getting relocated to this location, Expo City. We're expecting 2.5 million visitors this year, and it's the biggest exhibition center in Africa and the Middle East. And in terms of events, we're expecting up to 600 events by 2033, and there's only going to be 35,000 residents in this community, which is going to be severely, underpopulated when we're talking about all of these events. So we're expecting high appreciation, high rental yields, and of course the connectivity. You got metros there already. You got a new airport, and then you've got the new Palm, and Damak has projects and communities right next to Expo City, which Terry will touch on later on, called Riverside as well. If you don't mind going to the next slide, please. Dubai Island. So Dubai Island is on the other side of Dubai. So Dubai Island is next to your Gold Souk and next to the existing airport at the moment. It's a last waterfront island in Dubai that is going to be split in 5 different islands. There's going to be 87 resorts. There'll be a few golf courses and marinas as well. Now, in terms of why, again, it's part of the government vision 2040 2033 to expand beaches, expand greenery as well. And every island, this is very important, every island has its own theme. So whether you invest in island A, C, D, you have a uniqueness of it. So island A, you're more of the shopping, the retail, the entertainment. Island B is more of your resort style living and community, kind of feel. Island C is all about the greenery, sustainability, wellness, family. And then Island D, if you love sport, then Island D is for you. Sport club, golf courses, sporting fields, and there's actually golf courses on the island. It's going to be the first golf course on water. And then Island D is more ultra luxury. You got your signature estate plots and your private kind of residencies as well. Next slide, please. Another location, Dubai Land. Dubai Land is one of the largest master plans in Dubai. It's a big plot of land from residential projects to commercial to leisure and entertainment. You've got diverse property options when it comes to apartments, townhouses, villas. It's a low entry point because again, it is semi-developed, but it used to be leasehold and it now become freehold. A lot of richer communities are in this location, but a lot of developers now are starting to launch apartments. So you can get in at 600,000 to 700,000 dirhams for an apartment in this location. It's again part of the 2040 vision because Dubai Silicon Oasis is one of the key urban centers, and Dubai Silicon Oasis is situated in this plot of land. So again, the future growth, there's going to be metros there, and the infrastructure as well, with a lot of the communities having schools, hospitals. It's not far from Academic City, which is also in this location as well, which is a community of universities and colleges, and a strategic location because it is in the center of Dubai. And you're close to metros that are kind of come through, and then you've got Emirates Road, Al Ain Road, Al Khail Road, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. So these are all major highways in Dubai as well. Next slide, please. Now, when we're looking at another prime location, Dubai Creek Harbour. So Dubai Creek Harbour is not far from Dubai Islands, which I just discussed. But if you know downtown Dubai, Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall, this is expected to rival downtown Dubai. Same developer, Emaar. This is also a master community of Emaar's Dubai Creek Harbour. Now, in terms of why this location, it's going to have 2 different landmarks. So Creek Tower, which is going to rival Burj Khalifa. It's expected to be just as high or probably higher than Burj Khalifa. And again, there's going to be a Dubai Square Mall, which was only announced a few weeks ago that it's going to be opening in the next 3 years here. It's prime waterfront. It's 15 minutes away from downtown Dubai. Expecting strong capital growth, rental yield. It's by one developer and one developer only. And again, it's part of the 2040 vision of Dubai, expanding, the greenery, and you've also got your beaches as well, and the future infrastructure. So you're going to have metros coming here. You're going to have schools, hospitals, commercial offices, and it's not far from the Wildlife Rasul Sanctuary, which is a government piece of land that's getting severely redeveloped to again add value to the community and the surrounding communities like Creek Harbour as well. Next slide, please. Now, the last location that we're going to be focusing on is Nad Al Shiba. Now, Nad Al Shiba, when you're looking at it, it's a government community It's 100% freehold. It's upcoming, and it's not far. It's about 10 or 15 minutes away from downtown and Business Bay and the New Creek Harbor as well. Where it's a very smart investment because it's still early on in this community. This community is still developing. It has prime villa communities already, such as Nadashiba Gardens by Nakhil. They are prime prices. However, there are other developers coming into this location, as well as apartment communities as well. So it's a very strong location, and the connectivity is very, very good because you're not far from your prime locations and the hotspots of Dubai as well. And then it's not far also from your employment. So you have financial centers, you have Business Bay, you have academic cities. So these are all financial hubs. These are all universities and college communities, and it's good. So and you also have malls. You have metros, you have gated communities, you have cycling tracks also in this community as well. So again, it's a smart investment to look at as well. But with these locations, we can discuss that all more in detail when we're talking more on a one-on-one basis as well. So that'll be it for the trending locations as well. Now, in terms of what happens for me, I'm gonna hand it over now to Tyrone from Damak, who's gonna specifically talk about Damak, why Damak, and hopefully we can go from there after that. Thank you, Tyrone.
Thank you, Ali, for sharing so many statistics of the property market in Dubai. I'm Terry from Denmark Properties. Denmark Properties, next slide please. Denmark Properties is the largest private-owned luxury property developers in Dubai. Established in 1982 with our origins in catering and logistics, then we expand into property developments in 2002. In the last 20 more years, we have delivered over 48,000 homes and have built up a pipeline of over 50,000 homes under development, together with over 100 million square foot of developments ongoing. We have offices around the world, including Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Singapore, London, and of course, we have offices in Dubai with over 2,600 employees. Our property developments cover Asia, Middle East, Europe, Americas, and we partner, next slide, we partner with different famous brand names like Versace. We have Denmark Tower 9Ms in London Zone 1. Fendi, we have the Denmark High by Fendi in Dubai Marina. And Khalifa, we have Denmark Bay by Kabali, which is a beachfront development facing the Palm Jumeirah. And we also have other names like Trump International, Radisson, Rotana, etc. Next slide, please. In this map, you can see some of our ongoing developments. In fact, we have completed a lot of projects in Dubai downtowns and Business Bay. For ongoing developments, we have Denmark Towers by Paramount, the Czech Tower, Volta Tower, Canal Quad, and so on. Prices start from 2 million dirhams for a one-bedroom apartment with sellable area circa 800 square foot in this area. Along the two sides of the Shikshai Road, we have icon cities, Sabah Gate, Sabah 2, etc. We still have some studio available with sellable area circa 400 square foot in Sabah Gate, with price starting from just 1.3 million dirham. In Dubai Marina and Maritime City, we have bridgefront developments, Denmark Bay, and we also have the Chelsea Residence, which is branded with the England Premier League Football Cup, Chelsea Football Cup. We will be launching the last block of Chelsea Residence in second quarter of this year. Besides developments in downtowns and beachfront, we also developed community developments in Dubai Land, Dubai Investment Park, and Dubai South. Denmark Hills was launched in 2013 with the Trump Golf Course in a residential developments. Following the great success of these community developments, we have expanded into totally 7 community developments, includes Denmark Hills 1 and 2, Denmark Lagoons, Denmark Riverside, Denmark Sun City, Denmark Island, and Denmark Island 2. Next slide, please. Denmark has 3 community developments which ranked the top 10 community developments in Dubai last year, which includes Denmark Island, Denmark Hills 2, and Denmark Lagoons. Denmark Islands has also got a very special success, recording 4,185 units sold in 2024. We just launched Denmark Island 2 last month and have broken this record again. It has not been reflected in this statistic, but we know that the numbers of units sold far exceed 4,200. Contact us if you would like to know more about these record-breaking developments in Dubai. Next, please. The total numbers of transactions in 2025 till the third quarter, which has not count our record-breaking developments, Denmark Island 2, we have already got more than 13,000 transactions, which double the numbers of the transaction in third place and just behind the first one. In terms of unit under construction, we are much less the same as the developer in the first place with totally 44,000 units. Next, please. From 2022 to 2024, the average year-on-year capital growth of the property developments of Denmark is about 70%, and the average sales volume growth is about 51%. As of first half of 2025, the sales volume has already exceeded 50% of the sales volume in 2024. We truly believe last year the number will be a lot better than 2024. Next, please. Let's look at the price trend of some Denmark developments. For Denmark Hill 1, in the last 3 years, from 2022 to 2025, an increase of 86% in the pricing. And for Denmark Hill 2, it also performed well with a 67% price increase in the last 3 years' time. And for Denmark Island, it is brilliant. It has growth of 29 and 31% for townhouse and villas respectively in last year, just 1 year's time, over 29% price increase. Next, please. After talking about so much background about us and the statistic, I would like to share some property developments with you. The first one I would like to share with you is the Denmark Island 2, a record-breaking developments in Dubai Land. Next, please. On this location map, you can see Dubai Land is sitting at the crossroad of Emirate Road and Sheikh. The crossroad E61 and Sheikh Mohammed bin Shah Road connecting residents within 20 to 40 minutes to downtown Dubai, Business Bay, DWC New Airport, Expo City, and Global Village. Being part of Dubai's long-term master plan with new roads, metros, railways, and sustainable infrastructure already in place or underway. As Dubai continues to expand inwards, Dubai Land will quickly transforming from emergence to established area. This area is geared for continued appreciation, making it an excellent choice for both end users and investors. Dubai Land also offers large layout, better environments, and family-friendly communities at more accessible price. For the prices of our 4-bedroom townhouses in Denmark Island 2, it just starts from 2.7 million dirham, with just 1,250 dirhams per square foot. Different from next slide, please. Different from Denmark Hill 1 and 2, which has 10 minutes driving distance, Denmark Island 2 is just adjacent to Denmark Island 1. If your friend has bought Island 1 and you would like to live close to them, Denmark Island 2 is definitely a good choice for you. Next, please. If you're familiar with Denmark properties, you know that we do not just sell you a properties, but we sell you a solution. We have developments in Dubai, downtown, and Business Bay offering quick access to your offices for expats working in downtown or Business Bay and DIFC. Denmark Hills offering living environment with greenery, which is perfect for family with kids. And in Denmark Island 2, we offer a balance of life by different amenities. Next, please. Next, please. Okay, let's take a closer look at Denmark Island 2 again. There's acres a cluster named with the different islands in the world, including Tahiti, Bahamas, Bermuda, and so on. Let's move on to talking about our amenities, which is have different natures. It is a nature-based amenities, which restore the environment, including the botanic garden, which offer butterflies nest, bird watching, and orchid fields. Next, place for wellness, which connects with your surroundings. We have Island Vita Wellness offering healing spa, Eco Performance Ground offering eco-friendly gym, and biodynamic trainings. Next, please. Adventures. The physical well-being, we have adventure offering treehouse park, and we have the eco education, and also barbecue in cave, dining in nature, and breakfast in the train. Next, social, which provides you peace of mind. We have Eco Smart Co-working, offering trading garden, Eco Business Port, and clubhouse indoor, clubhouse and outdoor, offering indoor leisure, relaxation, fitness, wellness center, outdoor recreation, and outdoor leisures. Next, please. Next. Culture. For culture, that is purposeful living. We have Garden of Insight offering museum library, and the study garden, the cultural square offering controlled climate dome, performance stage, and food market. All these are designed to offer solution to our residents, a community more than just a home. Next, please. In the townhouse of Denmark Island 2, you will have a spacious master bedroom. Next, living and dining area for your family. Next, let's take a look of the front door and the garden of our 5-bedroom twin villas. You can park 2 cars at your front door, and you will have a very big garden at the back. Next, please. It is the layout of the villas and end terrace 5-bedroom townhouse. You can park 2 cars in front of the townhouse. On the ground floor, there's a bedroom together with living and dining area. By opening the sliding door of your living area, you can connect the garden, making a very spacious area for your family and friends to for gathering. On the first floor, you can find 3 bedrooms. All are very spacious, and on the second floor, another room connected with external terrace and roof. We have no more twin villas, but we still have few units of these end terrace 5-bedroom townhouses. Gross prices at around 4 million dirham. Next, please. It is a picture of our 4-bedroom townhouse in the front. Next, and it is at the back. Your garden is something looking like this. Next, please. Here is the 4-bedroom townhouses in Denmark Island 2. It has a sellable area of 2,185 square foot with a size plot area around 1,550 square foot. Similar to the 5-bedroom, you will have a bedroom, living area, and a dining area on 3-bedroom on the first floor. Next, please. For Denmark Island 2, permitted the villa townhouse for 5-bedroom townhouse, we offer an interest-free payment plan, 75/25. Just 5% payment on booking of the unit. Once successfully book a unit, pay another 15% plus 4% TLD for signing the SPA. After these 2 steps, you can enjoy our interest-free payment with 47 installments, roughly just 1% per month. Next, please. Here's the CGI of our townhouses developments. Next, if townhouses is too big for you, let's take a look of our apartment developments in our community for your consideration. Denmark Riverside Views. Riverside Views located in Dubai Investment Park, which stands out as a strategic location, offering exceptional values for residents and business. It has direct access to major highways, E311 and E611, just minutes drive from Alamatong International Airport and Expo City. The area is mature with integrated residential, commercial, and industrial zones with school, healthcare, retail, and recreation in it. Next, look at the master plan here. There's There are over 2,200 units of townhouses and 14 blocks of residential buildings in Denmark Riverside. Besides residential, we also have commercial buildings, retail, schools in this community. Next, please. In Denmark Riverside, you can find fluent design reflecting front location, a seamless blend of modern and natural elements. Escaping from the crowd, we have low-rise and townhouses only in these developments, with the residential building consists of only 8 to 12 floors. Next, please. There's a studio, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments available for both investors and end users. All apartments comes with basic furnishings, including floor, ceiling, walls, kitchens, and bathroom. Next, please. This slide shows you why we call the Denmark Riverside Views. All the residential buildings are built along our man-made river in the middle of the apartment buildings. The river is 40 meters width with 1.4 kilometers long, floating from one end of the residential building to the other. There are 5 different names of our residential building. They are Azure, Capri, Marine, Indigo, and Royal. Now today, we still got some very good apartment in Azure and Capri. Next, please. Same as our community developments in other area, we have plenty of amenities in Denmark Riverside View for our residents, include island restaurant, live barbecue cooking, hydroponic farming. Next, please. Fitness on water, old chest haven, essential oil like clubhouse and retails, floating opera and cinemas. Next, please. Game show and kids adventure land. Next, please. Here is an example of a 1-bedroom in the Denmark Riverside Views Azure. The total sellable area is 825 square foot with gross selling price just 1.169 million. It is located on the first floor looking at the townhouses. Expected rental return is 8%. Next, please. We got interest-free payment plans for you. You just need to pay 24% or around 280,000 dirhams to book this unit, followed with a very easy monthly installment, just 12,000 dirhams per month. And upon completion, pay the balance 40%, and you will get this lovely apartment with you. And that's it for me. I would like to pass the time to Leanne.
Thank you so much for the presentation. I'll now answer any questions that have been asked during the webinar. Sorry for the slight mic issue as well. We'll try and go over everything in the follow-up if anybody's got any additional questions as well. So yeah, I'll just go right in with the questions. The first one that has come through is, what are the costs involved in purchasing a property in the UAE, and are there any hidden costs? I will pass this over to Ali, because I suppose it's a little bit broad in terms of UAE. If you could also just mention the costs on Abu Dhabi as well.
Sure. So when we're looking at the costs, so generally, depending on the developer that you're investing in, it's usually the down payment, whether it's 10 or 20% in the case. And then it's either a 4% or a 2% government fee. So 4% would be to Dubai, which is paid with your initial down payment, or 2% in Abu Dhabi. And then you have Ras Al Khaimah as well, which is paid on the last installment as well. So depending on the emirate you're investing in, if it's Dubai, it's 4%. In terms of other fees, there are an administration fee where you would pay also the developer, in the initial down payment. So you have your down payment, 10 or 20%, you have your 4% or 2% government fee, and then you have an administration fee which will also be paid to the developer, and is generally about 3,000 or 5,000 dirhams maximum.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And the next question that's come through is, do off-plan purchases qualify for the golden visa or not?
Yeah, so in terms of the golden visa, yeah, of course it does. And that's one of the most common benefits that we also, want our clients to gain when they're investing. So it's 2 million dirhams. The threshold is 2 million dirhams when you're looking at an investment in Dubai. it does not need to be under one property, and you don't need to pay the entire 2 million dirhams in one go. You can have, two properties at 1 million dirhams each. As long as the total portfolio for yourself is 2 million dirhams, you're entitled to the golden visa. When do you get the golden visa? You have to wait a few months to get your uqud, which is the proof of ownership. And then from there, we submit it to our golden visa agency, who do your eligibility test, and then you need to be in Dubai for the golden visa, about 10 to 14 days. But yes, off plan, you do get a golden visa.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Um, and the next question, can non-residents get a mortgage or bank account?
Yeah, so the bank account, obviously we'll discuss that with the individual because it's a case by case thing, but on most occasions you can. Then when you're talking about a mortgage, as I mentioned when we were presenting, it's generally on the handover part of it. So I know Damak has partnerships with certain banks as well that can assist you directly as a client if you're investing with Damak, which is another benefit, and why we work so hard with Damak. But generally, it's on the handover part of it, and it's up to 60% as a non-resident. So that's, yeah. I mean, you can get a mortgage, but on the handover. So you have to look at the payment plan. So Damak's, for example, is 25 or 30%. Someone else might be 50%. So it might just be that portion only.
Okay, thank you. And there's just been an additional question that comes through on mortgages. You mentioned obtaining mortgages. Can you provide further information on what the process is on this? I suppose it's the same. I will just kind of discuss on this part. It's just the same as any other market, really. It's your passport, and bank statements. We can go in this in a little bit more detail
Yeah,
directly, what kind of documents that
it's
you
case by
need.
case.
Yeah, so we could go into that on a one-on-one basis.
The interest
Um,
rate, though, just for just if someone has
yeah,
interest rates of generally about 4%, just over or under 4%, the interest rate.
yeah, perfect. Thank you. And there's another question that come in. I suppose this one would be for you, Terry. Would you recommend a Damac townhouse or apartment? Or you can both answer depending on what you prefer.
On your goal, if you are looking for a small ticket, of course, an apartment, because our townhouse starting from like the minimum is 2.75 million dirham, and our apartment is just 1.1 billion dirhams. Both you can enjoy capital appreciation and rental return. It depends whether you would like to build a portfolio or just want to invest in a townhouse.
Yeah, so
Okay,
for
perfect.
myself, for myself, the way I'll answer this is it's all about supply and demand. So for the next couple of years, the majority of units getting handed over, 8% of that is only townhouses and villas. So if you want to make as much appreciation, you want to get something niche, townhouses and villas are always the priority for our clients. And Damak, I know Terry mentioned the price point, but it's actually, when you compare it to other developers, it's a very, very good price point. The other developers that they're charging, almost double that. With a competitive payment plan like Damak's as well, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
I do not
Um,
recommend townhouse straight away because I'm afraid there is not enough supplies for you guys to sell.
Yeah.
We have limited supply of townhouse available. Just got 10 still available for you guys.
okay, perfect. Thank you. I suppose this one's for you, Ali. Do apartments need to be furnished?
No, so majority of developers, you get your kitchen appliances fitted, which is your white goods, essentially your cooking range, washing machine, dishwasher, fridge, with big brands as well, Italian, German, depending on the developer. You have your wardrobes built in, and then you've also got your washrooms as well fitted. That's generally the case across the majority of developers, with also obviously insurance on those appliances as well. So, and in terms of, does it need to be fitted if you want to rent it out or resell it? No, it doesn't. I mean, you might have families that are ready. You kind of limit your clientele, because if it's furnished and someone's looking at relocating or moving and they've already got furniture, then you have to weigh up whether you want to do it or not.
Yeah, I think it's quite mixed, isn't it? Because like if you're doing short-term rental, it will have to be furnished, and
Cool.
we can of course help with that because we do have a furnishing company that's
Install.
based based in Dubai, but typically longer term properties that you don't need to furnish them. But if you're relocating and you want something furnished, again, we can help with that. But typically as a long-term buy to let, you don't necessarily need to do it. Yeah, we'll move on to the next question. This is aside from just the presentation. Do you have any developments in Abu Dhabi? I'll pass this over to you, Ali.
Yeah, so we work with all the Emirates. So that the top three, or the most common three, is Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, and Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi now, it is upcoming. It is limited supply. The price point isn't as affordable as Dubai, but we do work with government developers and non-government developers. The known ones are Eldar, Modon, Ohana, Reportage. So these are developers that we do deal with, and they have quite a bit of opportunities in and around, Yas Island, Arim Island, Hudriyat Islands, with villas, apartments, townhouses. So there are options. It's just a matter of you're looking at relocating, looking at investing financially. We know what's best for you in terms of a payment plan as well. We will have 50-50 payment plans, 40-60 payment plans in Abu Dhabi as well, with government developers as well, which is something that is very, very good and attractive. So we do have, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And there's a question here on operational costs, just in terms of utility costs, insurance, government taxes. Um, I'll pass this one over to you. I know it's a little bit difficult to say, but just to kind of give an average. The utility costs, obviously, they're covered by the tenant
Tenant,
if it's going to
yeah.
be rented. But yeah, I'll let you just answer this in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so to generally deal with, so electricity, water covered by the tenant, and then you've got also service charges. So service charges, depending on what you've invested in, apartments is generally 14 to 16%. Townhouses, villas are generally 4 to 5% dirhams per square feet. So if you're, 2 bedrooms, 1,000 square feet, you're paying 14 dirhams per square feet. That's your yearly service charge for all the amenities and everything that you're using in your community, hopefully of Damak, and that's paid generally every quarter. That's what you'll be paying as the landlord, and then anything, like I said, electricity, water, the tenant pays. If there's any issues with the property, there'll be a contract between yourself and the landlord. Generally, it's 1,000 dirhams. Anything under 1,000 dirhams, the tenant pays that. Anything over 1,000 dirhams, the landlord covers that, which is generally across the case with a lot of markets, not just Dubai. And then I think there was something about taxes. So taxes, as we discussed, there's no taxes in rental incomes, capital gains tax. That's why obviously Dubai is flying. And then yeah, that's pretty much. And then the other hidden fee, there's no other hidden fees. You don't, the developer it's all transparent. The process is very transparent. Everything's documented.
We can always do a breakdown as well
Sure.
of
Correct.
approximate costs on a follow-up. So like if we can follow up, and if you give us an idea on the budget, we can break down the cost and make a little bit more sense. Another question, for an international investor, what kind of loan benefit when investing in Dubai, and what's the ownership pattern? I suppose loan benefit, there isn't really one, is there, in terms of a benefit? The loan amount is the same. It would be 60% loan. If you live in Dubai, it would be 50%. Um, and then of course you get the option if you want the golden visa. Is there anything that you would like to add onto that, either of you?
Yeah, so Damak. So I think Tyron, I mean, Damak has partnerships with banks. I know other developers do as well. So that's something that might be crucial for the clients as well. So that's definitely something that we can probably discuss.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's fine. And again, we can get into that in a little bit more detail on the one-on-one. Um, and so the there's a question here about the info and the deck. We'll get that all sent across after the webinar. So we'll follow up with everybody that's attended and get everything sent over to you. And then we'll just answer a couple more questions. If there's any questions that aren't answered, we'll follow up with you directly. We'll just answer one more question. And then anything else, we'll follow up with you directly. Let's have a look. What is your number one favorite area you see the highest capital growth in the next 24 to 36 months?
So yeah, I mean Dubai land. There's a lot of villas and communities, townhouses and villa communities in that location. So the supply is significantly low. If you look at all the statistics, we can go through, Damak's appreciation of Damak lagoons. We've seen Damak Islands, be a world record holder on over two different launches. You've got, the Arabian ranches. Everything's appreciating. When it comes to townhouses and villas, it's appreciating. So if you want a smart strategic investment, in my opinion, Dubai land, townhouses and villas, but be quick because there are obviously limited availabilities of the 4 and 5 bedrooms with Damak.
Perfect. And just one last question that we'll answer. There's a question
Sure.
here. How will the Dubai market compare to residential property returns in Muscat or Riyadh or elsewhere? I'm presuming that they potentially mean within the Gulf.
Yeah, I mean, Dubai is number one. We've seen it. I mean, Saudi Arabia, I believe some of their projects have already scaled back some of their projects. So Dubai, they're visionary. They have 2033, they have 2040. They're achieving the targets as we speak already. The population is exploding, and everything that they're doing is working out. And that's a reason why even people from Saudi, but they were one of the top investors in Dubai, the top 10 investors. One of the top 10 was actually they were from Saudi Arabia. So that should tell you something about the Dubai market or the UAE market in general. And then when it comes to return on investment, again, on average, you're looking at about 7-8%. Long term, short term, you can get a bit more. I believe it's about 30% higher on a daily rate. But again, townhouses and villas, you can expect that figure to almost double because the rental is so high and there's an extreme shortage of supply of townhouses and villas. And then Qatar, I went to Qatar a few months ago. It's completely quiet. I mean, there's no demand. I didn't see much demand, and it was meant to be the peak time, so we didn't even see many uh, people. So I guess Dubai is the number one.
Perfect. There's so many more questions that have come in.
So
Um,
it's fine.
so, so we'll try and answer a couple more, but any of them that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
sure.
answer, like I say, we will get to them after the webinar. There's a question here that somebody bought two properties, more than 2 million dirhams, and paid more than
Yeah,
40% of
good
the
question.
purchase.
Yeah.
How does he now get the golden visa? And what's the process?
Yeah, if you want to answer that, you can. I'm happy to answer that. We both know. I mean, it's just a matter of I'm
Sure.
predicting you would have had the your code already. It's a proof of ownership. Just hand it over to one of us, and then we've got our agency that we work with when it comes to golden visas. We'll do an eligibility test. You have to be in Dubai to do your golden visa. You cannot be outside of Dubai. I have to stress that. Can't stress that enough. So you have to be in Dubai. It's about a 10 to 14 day procedure. In terms of two properties at 2 million each, that's great, because if it was one property at 2 million with two owners, you cannot qualify. It needs to be the total portfolio of 2 million per owner, right? So if it's two properties at 2 million each, it's fine. We can do it. And yeah, I mean, we can just get the process started with the ukud, and then of course your documentations, passport and visas if you got one here in Dubai,
Perfect.
like a residency, for
Um,
example. Yeah.
yeah. No, no, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing from my side to add on that. I'm just conscious now that we've been running for an hour. If there is any questions that we haven't answered, we will come back to you directly with a response. We will follow up with the deck. With any of the properties that Tyrone has also gone through, and if there's any additional questions between myself, Ali, Tyrone, we'll all work to get anything answered. And if there's, yeah, like I say, if there's any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.